All right, hey, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna talk about something fun today. The single most requested technique I get asked to teach on, by far, is the rake technique. Why don't you see a lot of great instruction out there? Because it's hard to teach, it's hard to do. I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna take a swing today. Thought, you know, let's try it, let's attack it. It's been on my list for a while. I did a live stream a long time ago and it went pretty well and some people really liked it. So I was like, let's make an actual lesson out of this. So we're gonna talk about how to approach the string with that real sort of Texas blues attack, you know, and get that pick scrape sound while we're attacking the note, okay? Before we do that, let's hear me play it over a little one chord shuffle vamp, just over the one chord in the key of E here. Well, it's an E shuffle here. And I'm gonna play a little Texas bluesy line. I'm gonna repeat the technique over and over, and then I'll teach you a little bit about a couple different ways and approaches you can take to get this to sound more authentic. All right, let's check it out. All right, so the whole sort of impetus behind this was, I heard somebody say about one of my courses once, I did a lesson in it called Rake is Dirty. And they said, this was a cool riff, a cool shuffle idea, but you never really went in depth on the rake. And I was like, sometimes you miss stuff, even when you're doing a guitar course, things get overlooked. I've done a bunch of them, and occasionally, you know, I make a mistake here or there, or I don't tackle something or shine a light properly on the topic. So let's do that. Let's talk about a little bit about how I approached what I played there. And it's again over an E vamp, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a D note on the 3rd string, 9th fret. And the reason this is cool is because this is the flat 7 of that E7 chord. So, and it's also going to allow us to use our first finger. And if you've watched my lesson on vibrato, you'll see how I like to attack a lot of these notes from a 45-degree angle. And this first finger is going to help mute the 1st and 2nd strings. So if I just played that note from there, I'm getting a nice, clean, not scratchy sound from these notes up top. I'm not approaching it this way. This finger on an angle naturally mutes the 1st and 2nd string. So you want to get that happening first, and again, consult my vibrato video to kind of see how I'm doing this technique. Now, with raking, it's all about the notes that you don't play. So what I do is, I'll wrap my thumb around the neck a lot of times, and I'll approach the 6th and 5th strings with a little bit of a mute as well. But I don't like to play all the strings. They're there for safety. I will definitely try to target the string that I'm going after, in this case, the 3rd string. But what I'll do is, I'll rake the 4th string, maybe the 5th string, and I'll get this sort of action happening on my right hand. So let's take a look at my right hand. And you'll see that I maybe won't even have that note fretted yet. What I'll do is kind of, so practice this. Practice playing just the muted strings. And when you get to that D on the 3rd string, watch the pick. It's hard to do slow. But you see, I push that note down right as I get to it. And then if you're muting properly here, with your thumb and your fingers up top, you should mostly get a clean sound. But how would you practice this if you're a newbie? Well, what I would want you to do is just go, seat that note on the 3rd string, make sure you're getting these muted. Start maybe on the fifth string or fourth string, and drag your pick and then land it on that fretted note. What happens is your palm plays a part too, because your palm is going to help mute those strings. Again, it's all about as many ways that we can stop the strings from ringing as possible. So my palm's down here on the fifth and fourth. First and second strings are muted. That can only let the third string ring. Thumb is around there for safety. Also good for vibrato. So for a lot of you players going like this, with your sloppy right hand, sorry, you're not going to be able to do the rake very well unless you keep that right hand closed. So remember, slide into it. So take that third string again. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. It's fun. Rake the fifth and fourth, land on the third, add some vibrato, and if you happen to hit those top two strings, they'll be muted. Okay, great way to practice a pentatonic scale. Playing pentatonic 4 in E. There it is. What am I going, B? I keep thinking I'm in B minor. Okay, here I got it pretty clean on all the notes. That's a good one. Try those two. Same technique, just different fingers. All right, so let's talk about one other thing that we can do to try to give it even more of that sort of Stevie Ray Vaughan-esque flair, if you will. All right, so check this out. Now I want you to add an upstroke. And the same techniques apply, but I had to teach you that first technique to really make it make sense, to make this make sense. So get ready for that D note, third string, 7th fret. And now what I want you to do is go up, just mutes, and then down the same way. So you're up, down, fret. Now check out, see my fingers here? When I come up, these other fingers are making sure everything's quiet. Maybe get that happening. So, and also, the timing of it is very, very important. So you want to maybe practice along. We'll bring the track in here in a second. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And that upstroke, think about it, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. Go to pentatonic 1. It's hard to do it there. Up, down, slam it on the finger. All right, let's bring the track in a little bit. Let me bring my keyboard over here. And let's see if we can't have some fun teaching you a little bit about how you might want to solo with it. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Just try a downstroke. First way we practiced it. Pentatonic 4. Make sure you know your scales. That's pentatonic 3. super musical, we're just trying to get it to sound right. When you're doing a lower string, you still have to get these fingers up here to really match it. So on and so forth, okay? Lots and lots of fun once you get it. So remember, down, pick, get the muted part happening. When you get to that third string, let it ring. Fingers muting the first and second strings, thumbs also helping out for support. If you want to do the up, then down, up, down. It's such a fluid motion. Rang. I mean, this is like karate. If you're gonna, not that I do karate at all, but if you're gonna punch through the board, you can't stop. I mean, you gotta. So maybe get this together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, 2, 3, 4, down. But basically, that's it. Up, down, hold. And if I were you, I would spend a lot of time just sitting on my couch, the guitar unplugged. And if your partner or your cat or your dog hasn't gotten annoyed by your guitar practicing yet, they're going to be okay with this. And this is a huge and important technique to acquire. So hopefully they'll understand. All right, that's pretty much it. That's a rake lesson for today. Look at that, just about no edits, no stopping. Well, a little bit here and there. You know, that's what happens when you're a one-man show. I don't have nobody behind that camera. In any case, I'm Corey. Thanks for sticking around for this rake lesson. Click the link below because I put the track up there, just this one chord shuffle vamp. It'll take you to a link. The link takes you to my website. You put your email in. The email takes you to a Dropbox. If you have trouble with that, or if you're a little technology challenged or technologically challenged, you can also email me through my website. Tell me what you want. I'll send it to you, okay? Trying to build this nice little community here. So by doing that, it really helps if you subscribe to this channel so you can support me so I can continue to keep doing these lessons. All kinds of stuff coming at you on this channel and in the future. So I hope you stick around. Ring that bell too, because that lets you know when I put out a new lesson. You already knew that. You watch YouTube, everybody says it, right? But what would a YouTube video lesson be without saying that, okay? In any case, thanks so much for sticking around. I do appreciate you, and I appreciate the lovely comments everybody's been saying. So yuck it up with everybody in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to check me out on the next one. All right, I'll see you. Take care. Happy raking.